and good morning to all my lovely students out there. I welcome you all for yet another English class. Students, I hope you still remember that in our last class we have covered up the topic of suffixes, right? What are suffixes? I have already told you they are letters or a group of letters which are attached at the end of a word to create a new word. And I also hope that students remember that I have told you that each suffix has a meaning, okay? And in today's class we will move ahead with our module 5 and we'll take up the topic of adjectives. So the main objectives of today's class is to gain insight or knowledge and understanding about what are adjectives and its different kinds and uses. Okay students, so let's get started. So students, as I've already told you that we will be taking up the topic called adjectives, right? And I know that most of you have already covered up this topic when you were in your class 2 or class 3 grades, right? So in today's class we will move ahead and we will also see its different categories or kinds of adjectives. So before moving ahead, we'll start to see the meaning. What are adjectives? So adjectives are words that describes nouns and pronouns. Okay, so what are adjectives? They are words that describes a noun. Noun, as we all know, is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Okay, and it can also describe a pronoun. Pronouns, what are pronouns? Pronouns are words that are used in place of a noun. For example, he, she, it, they, right? All these are pronouns. So let us see forward and try to understand the 3 different kinds of adjectives. So before moving ahead, students, I'll just say a few sentences. Try to identify the adjective in these sentences. I have a new pen. Which is the adjective in this sentence? Yes, it is new, right? It describes what kind of a pen I have, right? It describes the pen. It states that the pen is new. What kind of pen I have? I have a new pen, right? Another one, Mira has 4 brothers. So this, which is the adjective in this sentence? 4, right? 4. It describes how many brothers Mira has, and brother is the noun over there, right? So what are adjectives? Adjectives are words that describes a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. So we'll try to see the 3 different kinds of adjectives in today's class with the help of few examples. Okay students, so see here on the board I have tried to draw a very simple diagram for you all. Adjectives, and we will be seeing its 3 different kinds. So let me start with the most common kind of adjective which all of us we know, that is adjective of quality. Okay, quality means of what kind the noun is. As I've already told you that adjectives are words that describes the noun or pronoun. Now this adjective of quality, it answers us the question of what kind. Okay, very simple. If you ask a question of what kind, you will get the answer. Of what kind the noun is or of what kind the pronoun is, you will get the answer to adjective of quality. For example, see here, I have written Mary is an intelligent girl, right? Mary is the subject here. Now which is the adjective over here students? The adjective is intelligent. Very good. So if I ask the question, what kind of girl is Mary? If I ask the question, what kind of girl is Mary? You will get the answer that she is an intelligent girl. It tells us of what kind the noun is. The noun Mary is an intelligent girl. So this kind of adjective is called as adjective of quality, which tells us the quality of the noun or what kind of the noun is. Okay, one more example. There is a big bag on the table. So students, see here, there is a big bag on the table. As we know, which is the noun here, students? Bag and table, right? Now tell me, students, can you identify the adjective of quality in this sentence? Yes, the adjective of quality is big. Now if I ask what kind of bag it is, it's a big bag, right? And in most of the cases, students, you see that the adjective always comes before the noun or the pronoun in a sentence, because it is describing the noun or pronoun, so it comes in front of the noun or a pronoun in a sentence to describe it. Now this kind of adjectives are called as adjective of quality, which tells us the quality of the noun, of what kind it is. Okay, I hope all of you have understood. Now let us go to the next one, which is called as adjective of quantity. Quantity means, adjective of quantity means it's how much. It answers the question of how much. Now this is mostly dealing with uncountable nouns, the nouns which we cannot count directly. For example, little, few, much. Okay, all these are examples of adjectives of quantity. Now can you see it on the board? The first example I've given here, there is some milk in the jar. Now can you identify, class, which is the adjective of quantity? If you ask how much milk is there in the jar, you will get the answer that there is some. So this word some is what? It is adjective of quantity. It tells us that inside the jar there is some milk. So the quantity, it is not many, but it's some milk is there in the jar. Okay, so similarly, look the other sentence, the other example. I have enough money to buy these things. Now in this sentence, students, can you identify the adjective of quantity? Yes, you are correct. That is enough. Enough money. Specified number of money like 500 is not being mentioned here, right? I have 1,500 or 2,000, it's not being mentioned, but just simply being mentioned is the quantity, that I have enough money. The money is sufficient enough to buy the clothes, right? So in this kind of adjective of quantity, it answers the question how much, especially relating to the nouns that are not countable. For uncountable nouns, I've already told you the examples: some, little, enough, a few. All these are examples of adjectives of quantity. So here also you can see, class, the adjective is always coming in front of the noun to describe the noun. In front of milk, in front of money, describing it. Let us see the last one. Adjective of number. This is very simple. Number, as you all know, number means what? A specified numerical digit, right? This kind of adjective tells us how many, which is directly countable. This is especially with regards to countable nouns. Let us see some of the examples. Joy has 2 toy trains. So which is the adjective of number here? If I ask how many, if I ask this question how many, I will get the direct answer. How many toys Joy has? 2 toy trains, right? So which is the adjective of number? 2. It tells us that Joy has 2 toy trains. Similarly, can you see the next one? Adjective of number also incorporates position. Position means first, second, third. All these also comes under adjective of number. So see here, class, Meena stood first in the class. Can you identify which is the adjective of number here? Yes, you are correct. It is first. So even the position also comes under adjective of number, because it states number or numerical digit. She lives on the 7th floor of this building. So which will be the adjective of number here? 7th, right? Yes, 7th. Why? Because it is specifying a digit. So students, I hope you have understood with these simple examples what we have seen. We have seen what adjectives are and its different kinds, especially adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, and adjective of number, right students? So students, in our class today, what we have learned what are adjectives. What are adjectives? Adjectives are words that describes a noun or a pronoun in a sentence, right? And how many kinds of adjectives we have learned today? Basically 3 different kinds. The first one is called as adjective of quality, right? It answers the question of what kind the noun is, right? If I say she is a beautiful girl, so which is the adjective of quality? Beautiful, right? Because it describes how the girl is. Similarly, the second one we have seen adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity deals with what? It deals with how much, basically with uncountable nouns. So some of the example is what? Some of the examples of adjective of quantity is like some, little, few, enough. There is some water in my water bottle. So this some specifies the quantity, quantity of water which is not directly countable. So we can use the adjective of quantity some, right? Similarly, we have also seen adjective of number. What is adjective of number? Adjective of number describes the noun which is being numerically stated, right? It describes and tells us how many. It answers the question of how many. For example, I have 2 new dresses. If I say I have 2 new dresses, 2 is a specified number digit, right? It's an adjective of what? Adjective of number, right? They have 10 siblings. 10 is what? It is a number. Even the position, that is first, second, third, fourth, all these comes under the category of adjective of number. So I hope students you are clear with today's concept, what adjective is, and the 3 different kind of adjectives: adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, and adjectives of number. So please revise it. There are simple exercises given in your workbook. Please try to do that related to this lesson. So take care students. I shall see you all in my next class, and we will move ahead and we'll try to do the degree of comparison of adjectives. So till then, take care, stay safe and healthy. Bye bye.